Yes, villagers, here we are giving you 4 more actionable steps to end racism. So if you enjoyed our last video, thank you for the support. If you want to see if the actionable steps that you think should be on this video are actually on this video, you are in the right place. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome as well. So let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. We must believe more than we see. Racism is such an insidious beast. And at this point, with all of the protests and everything going on, people are trying to scramble and figure out exactly what it is that they can do to make this world a little bit more equitable. Well, you can always go out and protest. However, not everybody is built exactly that way. We all have small things that we can do within our own sphere of influence that we can go to change racism. So we're going to talk about 4 of those. Tip number 1, be careful who you endorse. Oftentimes I hear a lot of people complaining about racism, and then I look at the person who's doing the complaining and they have a designer shirt on. And the designer shirt that they are wearing is one where I've been followed going into that store. So this individual company is basically supporting racism and racist policies, yet the people who are complaining about them are also endorsing them with wearing their products. Now, we also endorse other companies, and sometimes we're running around looking like walking billboards for these companies that don't do anything to support us or our cause. So we have to be very intentional about exactly who it is that we support. Now, this endorsement can come through several forms. It can come from the wearing of fashion. It can come from the endorsement of alcohol, the driving of certain cars, the promotion of a certain lifestyle. Usually these promotions of certain lifestyles are usually done by people who are actually not living these lifestyles, but trying to show everyone that they are. Now, there's so many different things that are wrong with that. We are supporting these companies that are in turn not supporting our community and are not reflective of who we are, how their company hires people and promotes people. We have to be very intentional about what it is that we show and what it is that we wear, because every one of us has influence over someone else. And we definitely don't want to squander that and have someone who we have an influence with buying something that supports the very racism that we are complaining about. Tip number 2, exercise your civic duty. A few days ago, we had election day. I hope that you went out and made sure that your voice was heard and represented in the polls. It starts out with, of course, registering to vote. However, it does not end at that point. It also includes us going out and being a part on that jury pool and not trying to duck and dodge questions in such a way that it won't take us away from our work and our daily life. Change is not convenient, and sometimes we have to sacrifice for the greater good. Once we register to vote, registering to vote becomes our passport to citizenship here in this country. We get a chance to also go to our elected officials, and we get to lobby them and talk to them and have them champion some of the causes that we champion, or have someone who has a platform that support the views that we have so that they can make sure that our voice is heard in Albany and everywhere where it's going to make a difference legislatively. Protests bring awareness to a situation. However, in order for a situation to actually change, we have to change it through the legislation. In order for us to do that, we have to be voters. We have to be able to petition our elected officials to do exactly what it is that we would like to see them do. Tip number 3. Know your limitations. Know exactly what it is that you can change from what it is that you can't change. All of us have different strengths and weaknesses, and we are all built differently. We all have an individualized recipe that allows us to be geared towards certain strengths and certain limitations. So it's important for us to know exactly what those are in ourselves so that we know exactly how big our contribution is to change the situation in this particular cause. Tip number 4, be the change that you want to see. That actually comes from, I believe, a Gandhi quote. that says to be the change that you want to see. So every time you fix your mouth to complain about something, instead twist it in your mind and say, what can I do about this very thing that I complain about? Find some way to get involved. There are so many different ways that we can improve situations, sometimes not necessarily directly. So for example, we may be able to mentor a child, or we might be able to go into teaching to teach children and mold other minds so that we don't arrive exactly where we are. We can fight causes either directly through legislation, through joining the opposition and trying to change the situation from the inside out, or we can start our own companies and have those companies be exactly what it is that you think that they should be. Whatever it is that you decide, get in the habit of thinking, what can I do about this very thing that I'm complaining about? I think if nothing else, it gives you an opportunity to exercise your mind and figure out how the situation got this way and what you can do to change it moving forward. We got a bonus tip for you. Bonus tip: consult with God, pray to God, and pray that He illuminates your steps and teaches you exactly what it is that you need in order to improve this particular situation. Remember, God is limitless with His abilities. So whatever it is, whether you are a doctor, He's the best doctor. Whether you're a lawyer, He is the best lawyer. Whether you are a strategist, He is the best strategist. Whatever it is that you are talking about, God is the ultimate. So tap into that power. See if you may be able to pray and have Him give you some illumination in terms of what it is that you are supposed to be doing and what it is that you can do. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, please click on that notification bell so you can click that and you get a ding on your phone and you know that we've just created a new video and you'll be the first one to know exactly what it is that we've said here. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. I'll see you for our Friday portion. I'll see you then.